All right, investors, let me level with you. This bloodshed is not going to stop anytime soon, okay? This bloodshed that we're seeing today could be just the beginning of what PLTR are deeming to be a black swan event. Now, I made a video a couple of weeks ago saying this is about to get worse before it gets better. And at the time, I was basing my analysis and my outlook on the market on the S&P 500 PE ratios reaching abnormally high levels in conjunction with rising D-Roney variant numbers, as well as Jay Powell's comments on inflation and also interest rates. And I had no idea that you had something like this brewing in the background just a couple of weeks later. You've got China, Pakistan, and Russia who are pretty much signaled that they're ready to support the transition of government, or should I say power, to the Taliban authorities. And it says here with varying levels of enthusiasm. Now, the US are not in favor of this for obvious reasons. I'm not going to get political at all, but all I can say is that this is not good for the global markets in the short term. Now, you've got news reports coming out that PLTR are buying gold bars as a hedge against a black swan event. And you know, we all know the power of Foundry, okay? And we also know that PLTR use Foundry software. So what exactly is Foundry forecasting or predicting that's now putting PLTR in a position where they are using some of their cash reserves to buy up gold bars as a hedge against this black swan event? PLTR bought $50 million in gold bars in August as cash pile grows. While some companies such as Tesla are diversifying into Bitcoin, I've diversified heavily into Ethereum. Myself and my Discord members were buying Ethereum very heavy when it was $1,900 and even at $2,000, $2,100, $2,200. And now, I mean, our positions are up quite significantly. But PLTR also announced that they're going to be accepting gold as a form of payment. And Shyam Sankar, our chief operating officer, said in an interview that you have to be prepared for a future with more black swan events. And this move by PLTR itself is ringing alarm bells. Now, I don't want to scare anybody because the reality is, if a business does well, the stock eventually follows, okay? It might not follow immediately, and Lord knows that's not been the case this year at all. We've had phenomenal businesses do extremely well. However, the stocks have continued to tank. But as Warren Buffett said, the stock eventually follows, okay? Eventually meaning in the long term. And on a more brighter note, Benjamin Graham has says that the intelligent investor dreads a bull market since it makes stocks more costly to buy. So with that in mind, I've started to create a list of stocks that I've already started buying and will continue to buy should this black swan event really come into fruition, okay? And Airbnb is first on my list, okay? I've started buying Airbnb. Now, for new subscribers who may not be aware, but I have a number of properties that I have listed on Airbnb, and the demand that I have seen, right? The demand I've seen in my Airbnb business has been off the chain. It's been at a level that is now surpassing the levels we were at before global lockdowns and before the C-Roney was an actual thing. So there's so much demand, and Airbnb absolutely crushed their earnings last week. So I decided to start a position in Airbnb. Now zooming out and looking at the Fibonacci retracement level, you can see here it's reached lows of $120. Okay, so Airbnb IPO'd towards the back end of last year, and then it had a crazy run up to $219, but it's since pulled back quite significantly, trading at $144 a share. Now, I like it at these levels, which is why I started my position. But if we can see a pullback to maybe the 100% Fibonacci retracement level, then I would absolutely love to add to my position, because I think this is a company that is not going anywhere anytime soon. This is a company that will continue to do well. And as Warren Buffett says, the stocks will eventually do well also. So Airbnb is on the top of my list. So next on my list is HIMS. Okay, HIMS, ticker symbol HIMS, and I've begun buying HIMS heavy. I mean, I've got a full update video for HIMS coming very soon, but quick teaser, here it is. So HIMS broadened their expansion into the UK with the acquisition of Honest Health, and I decided, hey, I'm an investor in HIMS. why not try out the products? Why not have a look at the products? And I must admit, I was really, really happy with the packaging. I mean, the branding is just incredible. Okay, so I've got a full HIMS update video coming shortly, but I must say at these valuations of less than 1.5 billion, this is an absolute steal, and I've begun loading the boat on HIMS, and I'll continue to load at these levels. I mean, right now, if you zoom out for HIMS, it's pretty much trying to find the bottom. Right now, the stock looks like it's bottomless. But I mean, this is fantastic advantages and great deals for us. So I have been loading the boat, and I will continue to load the boat on HIMS. This is a company that, after reading our Q2 reports and also listening through to the earnings call and reading the earnings call transcripts, I am bullish on this company long term. I am bullish on the industry long term. HIMS is a company that I believe and have confidence that Andrew will continue to perform, and HIMS will continue to perform, and eventually the stock will follow. All right, so Tattooed Chef, of course, I've given my full analysis and my full thoughts on Q2, but historically Q2, it has been our weakest quarter. So I haven't started buying this dip just yet, but I do have buy levels set. Okay, so Tattooed Chef weighs 30% of my portfolio, and I don't want one position in my portfolio to weigh 40%. Even though I'm the biggest Tattooed Chef board out there, I still have to manage my portfolio. I still have to manage my risk. And to be honest, I'm very happy with my size in Tattooed Chef, but if it does get ridiculously cheap, then I'll pick up some more Tattooed Chef. Palantir is next on my list, of course. Palantir, I'm not really looking to buy at these levels. I'd really like to see us pull back to about the 61.8% mark and test $20.97. I would definitely nibble on this support. As you can see, that level has been key multi-month support. So at these levels, I'm happy with Palantir. But if we do test $20.97, or if that support doesn't hold and we pull back to $19.21, then I'll be loading the boats. Celsius next on my list. I absolutely love this stock. We had a fantastic quarter. We had a fantastic Q2, but again, it's pulling back regardless. And it's now broken a key support level at $67.75. So I've been loading up already. My average now is about $53. So I'm very happy with my size in Celsius holdings. But if we do break $63, then it's going to be very, very tempting. But I'll probably still hold my position and buy and start loading at $58, because I think that would just be a dream. Next up is Corsair. Corsair is a stock that's just been beaten up, man. I mean, it's not been an easy hold for a lot of Corsair shareholders, but the huge bonus is that business has continued to perform extremely well despite many analysts' expectations. So you should take some courage from that. And also, if you love the stock at $33 or $30 when you first purchased it, and it's now trading at $26, I mean, that's an absolute bargain. And as you can see, it's approaching a crucial level right now. So if this support level here doesn't hold, then I can see this crashing down to test the next Fibonacci retracement support level at $22.17, and that would be my cue. Okay, so that would be my cue. Right now, I haven't started a position in Corsair just yet. I am still being patient. However, I do love the stock at $22 or lower, and I will begin to make this a sizable position in my portfolio. So those are the top 6 stocks on my radar at the moment, and I will be taking advantage of any more weakness that we could potentially see in this Black Swan event. I do have a HIMS update video coming very, very soon, so look out for that. But remember, none of this is financial advice, so please make sure you do your own due diligence. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my video. If you gained any value, please make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We keep it 100 on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.